Okay folks, what's up? Mancake here, and yes, as you all know, I am playing some more MLB 2011, the show. Got my road to the show starting pitcher here, Zack for Maniac. And this is, I believe, my second start here with this AA team, the Biscuits. I know you all love that name. But on that same topic, probably won't be showing too much more minor league gameplay. I think the plan is to just show the occasionally really, freakishly good games. If I have like 15 strikeouts, I'm going to probably show that. So I get my first strikeout here to begin the game. But otherwise, you're probably just going to see videos as, the significant videos in my career that mark a milestone, getting called up to AAA, my first perfect game, because that's going to happen. Or when I do get called up to the bigs. But once I do finally get to the bigs, I will show a lot of that. But for now, I know you all aren't terribly interested, and you don't have vested interest in some of these teams in the minors. Another strikeout there with a nasty circle changeup. But, right now I only have 3 pitches, so I can understand where I might get a little bit, dull and boring. Just given the fact that you recognize maybe 1 or 2 players a game, because most of these players are fake, created players. Because I was in a hurry and I didn't download the user-created updated rosters for the minors. I'm impatient, I know. Another strikeout there with that circle changeup, though. And you'll notice, once again, I'm just clipping a lot of batters out here. For simple groundouts or flyouts, they've been removed. Let's look at this on the show track. Just a nasty pitch. He was so over the top of that one. I love my changeup, and it's really becoming my go-to pitch right now. And I know I'm a little bit behind the ball here, but we are about 1 week into the Major League Baseball season. And this is a pretty good, I guess you could say, spot for me to talk about baseball a little bit. Hopefully I don't get too much flaming and hate from some of our subs, but just kind of curious to see what you guys think about the season so far. Any major surprises that caught you off guard? Any bold predictions you want to make? Brian Wilson, his beard's going to strangle a small child while he's on the mound. I don't care what it may be, but just kind of curious to hear what you guys have to say. If you're going to say Nelson Cruz is going to hit 100 home runs this year, I don't know about that, but whatever. This is a spot to make those kind of predictions. And that was a walk there, obviously, my first one of my career so far. He's not hitting my spots and challenging the batter there with the inside pitch, my running fastball. I do a lot of mix-ups right back and forth between the running fastball and the changeup. Love to pound it inside and low outside corners. You'll see that a lot, obviously. You've seen it in a lot of the previous videos. And I can't wait to pick up that 4th pitch. I make some of these guys look dumb, but you'll notice with a lot of these counts, I cut out most of the pitches that were for balls, and that didn't work out so well. I actually am going very high in pitch counts here in some of these at-bats, full counts in a number of at-bats, but I'm still hitting my corners occasionally, and, with my 55 stamina, or whatever it's at right now, almost an amazing play right there, but I'm not going to be able to go too deep in a game if I continue to pitch like this and, struggle with 20-pitch innings, because that'll have me out here in the 6th or 7th inning. But I do give it my first hit there. The third baseman really couldn't do much about that. But I got to recover, and I'm going down low with a running fastball. Catch to the corner there. I love that pitch. One of my favorite pitches from the game. Going outside even further this time. That's a swing and a miss pitch, sir. That's a strikeout, big one there to come back from giving up that first hit in the ball game. Now, for those of you that have seen all of my Road to the Show gameplay, you probably recognize the fact that I am nearly perfect as a AA pitcher, and I just don't think I can keep that up forever. Obviously, I've only had 1 start before this, but I've yet to give up a run, and I'm striking out players at a high clip. But I've had some clutch defensive plays for my team, and it just can't continue forever. That was a pretty nasty pitch there, but after that error, I've got a runner on first, and this man is going to drive that ball to left field for a line drive single. And we've got runners on first and second, so, that error could come back to haunt me here in a 1-run game in the 5th inning. Trying to keep that one inside, it goes across the middle, and I hate it when batters make contact like that, because when it switches to that camera angle, you're either looking at a no doubt about it home run or a foul ball, and it takes a second to react, but he almost gets a nice line drive there along the first base line, though, as well, and it's an 0-2 count. Going low here with a curveball. That one's in the dirt. It's a wild pitch. I've got to hustle here to home plate just in case they take 2 bags. But yes, they do advance from first and second to 3rd and 2nd. So they are definitely in scoring position. Got a 1-2 count here. Going down inside with this changeup. And that is a beautifully located pitch. He doesn't like it, but oof, just a clutch moment there for Maniac. He has yet to give up a run. Still a very, very close game with a 1-0 score. And I've got to play it smart. I've probably pitched about 80 pitches so far, and that is not a number that I'd like to be at this point in the game. But after that foul ball, it is a 1-2 count. Trying to hit him with a curveball here on the outside corner. That is a swing and a miss. Strike him out, throw him out. Perfect execution there by all three players, and I'm into the 7th inning now. Got a little more run support, and that is another curveball. Almost an amazing play by the first baseman. But the outfielder, he's really going to show him up here. Look at that cannon, throwing it into second. And that is a beautiful tag there from the shortstop, throwing that player out. Great outfield assist. Obviously, that was still a single because he's past first base, for those of you that don't know. But he does get thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Just a perfect camera angle there, and love that kind of assistance from my team, especially on defense. But I've got to continue to work my game here and maybe get 7 or 8 innings out of my team. But another swing and a miss pitch there, and this was a long at bat. It's a full count. I missed my spot. He swings anyway. I've lost a little bit of velocity at this point in the game because I am very exhausted as a pitcher. I definitely got to work on that stamina, but I've got some big strikeouts once again there to end the inning, and hopefully it can continue. I'm just shocked I'm in the game at this point, though, still. It's the 8th inning, and, I'm not hitting any of my spots. You'll see that here in a moment. Like, I'm not, my release isn't perfect, but this ball was pretty good as a pitch, and it went way outside. He still reached for that, and another strikeout for me. And, I've just probably got jelly arm at this point because I can't keep anything where I want it to go, and these guys are just getting some great contact on the baseball, and it's kind of scary. It'd be a perfect save opportunity after this inning, and that's a great play there by the second baseman. A little bit off balance. So I'm thinking I'm out of the game, right? 8 innings, 110 pitches at this point. Yeah, not the case. I'm in here in the 9th, single up the middle. Shortstop can't do anything about it. It's an infield base hit, and, yeah, I'd probably get pulled right now if I was in the major leagues, but for whatever reason, they want me to keep going. I've already pitched a complete game last week, and there's another just not even good hit whatsoever. We've got runners moving once again to second and third base. I just don't even know what to say. I'd be out of the game right now. We've got a closer. The closer should be in. He was warming up in the 8th inning, and I just have nothing left. I'm just throwing wild pitches up there. I could be throwing underhand and probably succeeding at the same rate. And this guy is really swinging at a pitch he didn't need to swing at there, but 1-1 count. I'm showing all of the pitches here. Long at bat, going inside. I missed my spot. It doesn't matter. He swung at it. Going inside once again with a changeup. Another fouled ball there. And we've got to reset here. 1-2 count. Keep trying to use this changeup because I just have no gas left in the tank. That one's way inside. I'm surprised he didn't back out there. Probably hoping to get hit there. I don't know. But 2-2 count. Going low once again with curveball. Yeah, he almost gets that one to go. But this is just nerve-wracking. I don't want to give up any runs. I want to remain perfect. I guess I'm just a little bit greedy. One more time with the 12-6 curveball. That one is dropped. I'm hustling into home plate just to be safe. But the catcher does have a great block there. 3-2 count. Big pitch here for Zack for Maniac. Going outside, and that is a great hit. That'll be a fielder's choice for first base. Just need the guaranteed out, and I do give up my first run, unfortunately. Oh, well. What a bummer there for Zack for Maniac. He can't remain perfect forever. Good hit right here. Really couldn't have got it to home plate there in time and just taking the guaranteed out there at first. And I'm getting pulled out of the game with 1 out to go. Kind of sucks, but at least I'm out of the game at this point. We've only got 1 more out to get as we fast forward until the end of the game. And I do get the win. 8 2/3 innings pitched, 1 run given up on 120 pitches. Definitely over my limit there, but I do get 9 strikeouts, and it's a very strong performance there. Almost got 2 straight complete game shutouts with Zack for Maniac. And just a reminder, I will be slowing down the uploads for this AA pitcher until he is called up, so hopefully that'll happen fairly soon. Other than that, I will have some 2K coming out this weekend and hopefully a live stream, so please check that out, guys. As always, have a good one, and thanks for watching.